Welcome
Hey,
to the show tonight.
hey everybody.
Hey, welcome back to Unveil Paranormal after a 6-month hiatus.
Has it really
Just
been that
about,
long?
since July. We are back and we are back with completely new content. We are now going to be attempting to bring you the most casual yet informative news in the paranormal field.
Yep, that's our new
Hope
plan.
you're all excited.
Hey Jeremy.
Very much looking forward to tonight as being the first ever episode after a long time away. We have compiled, after 5-6 years of Unveil Paranormal podcasting, to one show. So there is multiple things you will see in tonight's show. We're looking forward to it. But most importantly, let's keep it casual and keep it informative. We're here to educate you and keep you updated on the field.
Hey Sabra.
Excited, Brad?
Oh yeah, I'm super excited.
Absolutely. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to do, guys, is we're going to give you some of the biggest news that has just come out in the field that we have discovered. And Brad found quite the story that you may find quite interesting. With that said, Brad, this one's all about you.
Okay. So, back on December 28th, down here in Indy, there was a woman's body found on the roof of the Slippery Noodle, which is probably one of the more well-known, there's a photo of it, well-known bars that are haunted here in Indy. The Slippery Noodle was built in 1850, so it started pre-Civil War. It was used as a stop for an underground railroad. There was there were slaves there. There was a graveyard, I believe I read in part of the older part of the building. It was actually after Prohibition. It became back to a bar because it was a bar before Prohibition. Then it went to just a restaurant, and then it went back to a bar. After Prohibition, it became a brothel too, and it was actually a brothel all the way up till 1953, when it was finally shut down when two men decided to stab each other and leave the bloody dagger on the bar. But yes, this woman's body was just found on the roof. Her name was Laura Jones. She was 39. They don't really know how she even got up there because people who work at the Slippery Noodle said that's not part of the roof that's easily accessible. So it was kind of a mystery, and IMPD's looking into it, but they've not given any cause of death or anything. So yeah, just a weird occurrence at a haunted location down here in Indy.
That is interesting. That is
Yeah.
very interesting that this location, I heard you talking about, the stabbings and stuff. So that's definitely cool.
Mm-hmm.
And scary that there's so much weird activity going on right there. Love it.
And I think as of 2020, they were still allowing ghost tours. I've not seen anything since then, but I know in 2020 you could still go and do tours of the Slippery Noodle after it closed.
Interesting. Well, we do have another one for you today in our top news of this week. Our favorite, one of our favorites, has announced their dates for February, and you all know it's going to be the Mysterious Monroe House.
Very much so. I love this location.
They have posted this post early in January for January dates, and now they are posting for February dates. My birthday happens to be on one of those days, but I'll be working the day after my birthday, so it's not happening. But definitely check out the Mysterious Monroe House. It's one of the best accommodated pay-to-play places, I would say.
I would agree with that. Eddie is a great host. He always has it stocked well with snacks and drinks. He's got 2 working bathrooms in it now, upstairs and down. He's got beds in there. It's got heat. It's got air conditioning. The only drawback I have for it is no Wi-Fi. That's the only thing I would put a little bit of twist on that is a little drawback. No
Right.
Wi-Fi for the guests to use.
But you still get good, decent data there
Yeah,
for
this is true
yourself.
because
So.
it's in town. It's not like
Mhm.
in a real rural area. It's in Hartford City, but yeah, that is the one thing. It would make streaming easier and going live
Absolutely.
if it had Wi-Fi. But yeah, it's still one of my favorite locations. It's a place I would go back to multiple times.
And I recommend it for like girls' nights, getting together with friends because they do have accommodations such as the fire pit outside. It's all fenced in now for privacy, and it doesn't usually disappoint.
Agreed. It says
So
it looks like Pete Christ is going in March.
nice. And in October, an event. Awesome, Pete. That is awesome news. Thanks for sharing that.
What's up, Eric? Sorry, I'm trying to read comments and interact. Sorry, this is all new for me. I don't usually have the comments up, so I'm trying to read them as they come up.
Yep, Brad is in charge of the comments while I'm in charge of the clicking everything else because guys, we have a lot to this. You're not just going to see our faces all night, all right? In next news, we have found that the Warners are now hiring. After
Yeah,
almost 2 years, the society is looking to add some new members. It says here what they're kind of looking for, their mission statement, and their simple historic preservation, which I'm all about historic preservation. I do agree with that. And they do that through paranormal events. They currently have 2 locations that are on the lookout for more. So you can see some information there. And just so you guys know, all the links to tonight's show is going to be down below. After the show, I'm going to add those in because otherwise YouTube will hate me if I don't give credit where credit is due. So be sure to check out the links after we get everything posted. If you're interested in working for the Warner Paranormal Preservation Society, let us know.
that'd be fun.
I think it would be interesting. I don't know enough about the society. I just know that they've been doing it for a while.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So it might be something.
I'll go anywhere haunted. We all know that. So.
Well, we all basically will go anywhere haunted for sure. And speaking of events, guys, we have a list of events we had found over the past week that we would love to share here with you. For all my family up around this area and friends over at Fort Wayne, Indiana, this is the first annual Fort Wayne UFO and Alien Existence meeting. These ladies have their meetings every week or every month, I'm sorry. And I just happened to catch the first one that's going to be for 2024. It's right there for you with the information. Again, links will be below for all these events if you're interested in any of these events.
Thanks, Mom. We're trying to look good.
We are the casual yet informative paranormal. And we're not going to do cattiness, right? We're not that. We're not that way, right?
Maybe at the end.
We'll talk about it later. All right, Brad, do you want to go ahead and talk about this next event?
Sure, I'll do this one. This is going to be, this is going to be down here in Indy by me. It is going to happen at Crown Hill Cemetery. They are going to talk about the symbolism that you can find on tombstones, like what the flowers mean, what the five-pointed star means, like for the Eastern Star female Masons. They have different talks throughout the year at Crown Hill through their history foundation. So it's going to be an interesting. I kind of want to go, but
I want to go.
Yeah. Have you ever been to Crown Hill?
No.
Crown Hill is a ginormous cemetery right downtown Indy. It's so big. There's actually deer in it, downtown Indy. Yeah, because I went last year with a friend and we saw deer in the cemetery, which is right downtown Indianapolis.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
There's a president buried there.
Do you know which one?
William Henry Harrison.
Okay.
The one that lived here in Indianapolis, or Benjamin Harrison, one of the Harrisons.
One of them.
Yeah, Benjamin. Yeah, Benjamin Harrison. And then James Whitcomb Riley, the author of
Uh-huh.
Little Orphan Annie, who's from Greenfield, is buried there at the top of the hill. Huge military. John Dillinger is supposed to be in there.
Okay.
I still don't think he died in Chicago. I think he lived on past that.
Ooh,
Um,
theories.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, Crown Hill's a fun place to go and just walk and take photos. Lots of cool, lots of cool graves out there.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I had no idea how huge it was. But I did see this, and I'm curious myself about symbolism within a graveyard and within a cemetery because we investigate so much in
Mm-hmm.
cemeteries, and maybe we're not even realizing what we're looking at. When
Right.
we are looking at certain grave sites, we'll be like, oh, wow, that's neat. That looks different, but actually represents something and means something that we're just
Exactly.
not aware of. So I think this is a really cool event. Another event coming up, guys. I am so glad that Pete is here because the next event is NWI Northwest Indiana Paracon. What happened? Like, I didn't even know you did Paracons, Pete. But I've seen this and I'm like, that sounds amazing. I would love to actually, this is one I'm thinking about considering being a part of. Depending on, it is going to be February 10th, up north where it is a little colder than where I'm from, but I think it's still pretty cool that this event is nearby and definitely would love to check it out. Um, Came across
Yeah,
that.
it sounds like a fun event from what I read about it. It's got
And
dinner and like a conference.
and great host,
Oh
great
yeah,
host. So
yeah.
when I did my little event on the Geyer,
Hmm.
and I met Pete and I met his team, they were very casual yet well easy to get along with people in the
Yeah.
field. So
The I met the first time I met Pete. Well, I didn't actually meet him that night. I booked the Roth House in Watseka, Illinois once.
okay,
And we get there, and there's a group of high school kids doing a daytime investigation of the house.
yeah,
And Pete was the host of those kids.
yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, that was the first time I ever got to meet him.
Could you? I mean, you come from a big city. I come from a tiny town. I could not imagine having like a paranormal group out of my high school ever. Maybe in Indy they're probably way more open minded to that, but
In They started one in 2001, like my senior year. They made us join clubs, and I know they
okay,
started a paranormal group, but I don't know if it ever happened, if anything ever went on with it, because I that was not the club I joined
yeah,
in 2001. So
that would be the club I probably wouldn't have joined either in high school because I was too scared back then. But today I would totally be there.
oh yeah, I would too. I joined the brain game team. So
Right? Yeah. That wouldn't be my club either. I was not a brainiac back then. All right, we have two more events that we did find posted recently. We have this paranormal gathering at the Windermere. Um, who do we have hosting this? Is this
um, there's a lot. There's a couple different groups helping with it. I know
I see it.
Jay and Teresa Lynch are helping
I
partly.
see.
Um, I'm really looking forward to this because this is a location I've never been to. Shocker. I've been to Middletown several times because it's real close to Post Town.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I This is one I'm definitely pushing to go to.
Yeah. And we talked about this one extensively
Hmm.
before we even started prepping to add it to tonight's video. Um,
Like I've
I
already
would
asked for
love,
a coupon code for, because when you go in to order tickets, there's a
yeah.
little thing for a coupon code, and I'm like, I don't have a coupon code, so I've been asking some of the people hosting if there's a coupon code.
Ah, there you go. Yeah, this absolutely. I would just love to check out the building. I mean, simply it's that. I love to see new buildings that I haven't seen before. My understanding is this is a gorgeous building. Definitely necessary to check out for sure.
Hey, hey, Cody, and if I
All
miss
right,
anyone in the comments, just hit
what's
us
that?
back up again. I was saying if I miss anyone in the comments, just hit us back up again. I'm trying to watch.
I do want to back up 1 second. Pete, seriously, 113 students, 165 trips since two. Can I go to high school there? Like, I mean, I'm too old, but seriously, that is awesome.
I could
Um,
probably still pass for a high school student.
I don't think I could. But you know what? You go for it, and then you can just like sneak me on the bus. You know, go on
I
a
can do
little field
that.
trip. They'll never know I'm there. I'll wear my hood up like all the other kids.
Yeah, especially if there was a bat.
Oh my god, gross bats. Ugh. All right, guys, this is the last event we're sharing for tonight. Haunted America Conference. Guys, this right here says it is the 27th year. How have I never heard about this event?
I heard about it for the first time last year by one of the guest speakers, who happens to be one of my really good friends. So, yeah, this is one in Alton, Illinois. It's taking place at like a couple different hotels. They're going to do stuff at Mineral Springs. There's like after hours stuff of there's like different speakers, different workshops you can take. So this is another one I'm highly considering going to. This one I would go for the entire weekend.
Yep, and it is an entire weekend with a lot of tickets, and a lot of these events are still collecting vendors. So
Right.
if you like this one, for instance, was just recently posted, we want to share it because we make sure if you're interested in being a vendor, now is the time to go ahead and book it. Get in while you can at some of these events because they sell fast. I am myself am very guilty of last minute booking when it comes to Paracons. I will definitely be at Para Unity 6 this year. Again, shout out to all of you that showed up for Para Unity 5. That was a very blessed day of mine. I've seen almost everybody I have ever met in the field showed up that day, and you guys are all rock stars
Yeah,
because
that was definitely a fun day. Yeah,
it.
and I will be at Para Unity 6 also.
I will not be hosting this year.
Yeah, she is not the
No,
host.
I am not the host this year. We have trips. They're part of TAPS out of Huntington, Indiana area. They will be hosting, and hopefully soon we will have registrations up and running, and you can get in on that. So really looking forward to that.
And this
In
haunted. I
yeah,
was gonna say one more thing. The Haunted American Conference is
yes,
hosted by Troy Taylor this year.
Troy Taylor. Okay, gotcha. Yep, and there's a ton of speakers for that. The link will be below if you want to see who the speakers are going to be. It'll take you straight to the website. All right, guys. In other news, we cannot leave out our para celebrities. We call them those that have been featured on paranormal shows. Haunted Discoveries has a new website. Brad has a little bit of on that, and the link also will be below.
Yeah, they are starting a new website. Some of their members have been on the TV show Ghost Hunters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I checked out their website. It looks pretty cool.
Yep. A lot of them are, we've noticed this over time. A lot of those that have been featured on TV shows are staying on the Facebook platform and the other platforms, and they're starting their own thing. We know that, what was it? Fear, crap. What are they called? The
Destination
kids.
Fear became.
Destination Fear doing their own thing.
Yeah.
A lot. This was Brandon Alvin. Is that right?
Yes, I believe so.
Um, he's working on that. Mustafa, you said, is a part of that project.
Yes.
So these are, people you have followed uh, for a long time. They are building and doing their own things, and be sure to follow them to continue to show your support to them. Also on Paris celebrities, we are including Santiago, which, by the way, I get why he's in the field, but he's real big on his horror stuff, which I know is also big in the field. So Santiago was our guest at the Para Unity 5. It was a blessing to have him join us. So I continue to follow him, and he has started filming. And you pointed out how important this filming and who's involved in this filming is to
Yep.
a field.
This is being produced by Scott Templeman, and they're down in Florida. They're doing Cruel Summer 3. Yeah, it's going to be. I'm not a horror movie fan, but I support my friends in the paranormal, so I. And Santiago's a great guy. I met him a few different times. I hung out with him at Para Unity. Yeah, his his speech that he gave at Para Unity about what got him through his post PTSD and stuff was really inspirational to me. I really enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm. I am one who loves when somebody that we consider a celebrity is relatable.
Oh yeah.
They have lived a life that as commoners have lived, which in the reality of it is, even if you're a celebrity, you have lived life just a little differently, but we've all lived a little bit of a life there that can be relatable to others. But he was very down to earth. I had never met him prior to this event. Um, so meeting him, I was a little nervous because I've heard so much about him. I didn't know how he'd be. But it was a pleasure having him at Para Unity 5. I'm
Oh
glad
yeah.
he was the one that joined us. I'm glad that he was willing to speak, willing to intermingle with everybody. It was
He
nice
went
having
out and
him.
investigated with like most of the committee after the event was over.
Yeah.
So
Well, since Para Unity 5's over, there was kind of a secret investigation that happened to happen after. I did not participate. I had my child with me. But a couple.
I went home because I'd been up in Peru for like a day and a half, and I was ready to go home. So I
Yep.
didn't go either. But yeah, I think they had a good time.
Yep, absolutely. A couple of the committee members got to get together with him the night before the event, the night after the event, and got to do quite a bit of investigating and all that. So I think that's pretty cool that he was up for that instead of just, okay, I'm done, give me my money, go home,
Right. Thanks, Pete. Yeah, Clarissa did an amazing job hosting last year, and she had a lot of help. But yeah, she did a great job.
Yep. And since I'm done hosting, I can come back to the para podcast world again. So here I am. Sorry. All right, we do have one more para unit or para celebrity report for you.
Yep.
Dustin Perry recently announced these. So it looks like most of them are going to be West Virginia, Michigan. So they're going to be kind of all over the place. Paris, France. You want to go to Paris, France?
I'm down. I had an opportunity at one point and then didn't.
He's going to be in Ashmore, Illinois.
In November. That'll be chilly.
I wonder if you'll be at Ashmore Estates for that.
You've been to the town of Ashmore. There's not really much anything else there.
Yeah, I just noticed that from the post. So I wonder if that's where he'll be because Ashmore, well, although if you have not checked out the Unveil Paranormal page, I have started compiling a list of locations, and Ashmore has quite a bit in there. Some are available, some are not. I have sifted through my list. I've gotten from Alabama through Iowa listed. I have more to add. It's a long process. I have a list currently of over 250 locations I need to add to the website, but If you guys are interested, go to unveilparanormal.com. All you have to do is look at the list, see a location you like, click the photo, and it takes you right to where you need to book. So
And
I made it as
if you know of a location that's not on the list, just message one of us too, and we'll get it on the list.
Yep, absolutely. I would love if you know locations. I am missing stuff from Alaska, Alabama, all sorts of states. I don't have anything listed yet because it's quite the research project. I am doing this by myself, getting that website up and going. And guys, any help, any add to the list, let me know. So yeah, for sure, check it out. Check it out. But there's Dustin Perry. If you want to see him, I know he likes to attend a lot of the events from Paracons. That's where he'll be this year.
Very cool.
Yeah. Guys.
He's one I've not actually met yet either.
He was really nice when I met him. Absolutely nice. A very kind person. So guys, we have a couple special segments that are going to be a part of the show regularly. And I'm really excited about the next one because the next one is going to be our third co-host segment. And if you guys have not met our third co-host, you're missing out. He is the most charismatic, sweetest person. He's quite the player.
He is.
You'll ever.
He's had his photo taken with so many different females. It's insane.
He will just woo you. Just, I don't know if it's as tall, like just bulky, comfy, like
he's not real chatty though.
Play about him.
That's another good thing about him. He doesn't talk a whole lot.
Oh yeah. Like it's amazing if you just don't want to hear all that jibber jabber, like just shut up and let's spoon, you know? Stuff like that. He's wonderful at it. He's probably going to be one of the best co-hosts we ever have for the show because he's amazing. So with that said, guys, we're going to go ahead and start rolling the clip for the next report. I hope you guys enjoy this segment. It's a doozy. Here you are.
New Year's Day, there was a massive police response in downtown Miami. More than 50 young people armed with sticks began fighting. Police say juveniles were also setting off fireworks, causing chaos.
So now people are posting online saying that police weren't there to handle a group of rowdy teens, but rather 8 to 10 feet tall shadowy aliens. Conspiracy theories are saying a big creature could be seen standing in front of the entrance to the shopping area, Bayside. Today, the phrases Miami Mall and aliens of Miami have been among the top 10 searches on Twitter's trending tab. Twitter, of course, now called X. And Google News even has several reports questioning the event.
Thank you so much, Henry, for that report. We greatly appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Isn't he so cute?
He is super cute.
I think he is just the most adorable Skywatch we have. Like, who could present Skywatch better than Henry?
I don't know. He nailed it. He knocked it out of the park. Yeah. What do you think about those aliens, though? What do you think about the video?
You know, from afar, it is so hard to tell. It does look bigger than a human, but let's be realistic. Henry has overshadowed that video.
He does. But I kind of want to hope it is aliens, though. Because why would they need that many cop cars to stop a fight?
Yeah, so if you did not see that report, let's stop talking about Henry. I'll see you later after the show, Henry. Anyways, if you guys did not see that report, this was in Miami. And allegedly, from what Brad was telling me, there was a fight amongst teenagers, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they said like 40 to 50, but they only ended up arresting 4 of them, from what I read.
But there were, what, 50 to 60 cops?
Yeah.
50 to 60 cops to corral up teenagers, right?
Yep. And then they're only arresting 4.
And catching alleged aliens on video.
Yeah, I heard there was like Black Hawk helicopters and a whole bunch of other stuff that they didn't actually mention in that video clip.
Yeah. Melanie says she wants to see the fight. I didn't get a copy of the fight.
Yeah, the fight happened in the mall. The aliens were seen outside the mall.
So the theory was that, wasn't there a theory that the aliens kind of, I don't know, inadvertently caused the chaos, the fight?
Yeah, I heard a theory that the fight was like a distraction from the aliens being seen and being that their presence was going to be known.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So we anticipated the alien to show up.
Mm-hmm. And then the fight happened as a distraction. So
50 to 60 cops, though, I don't know that they could keep it a secret.
Right? I don't know.
There's got to be somebody in there that's gonna say something, you know.
Yes, Steve. There's no. I have not found video of the fight, but they were saying in the video clip that Miami and aliens were like trending on like Twitter and on Google and like every major search engine the day after it happened. So it was definitely going pretty viral.
Yeah, definitely interesting story. I think it's we all know that there's cover-ups when it comes to aliens and whatnot. So it's hard telling unless you were there that day to know the real truth. For sure. So guys, we do have another segment for you, a brand new segment for this very first episode. And of course, links will be in the description below if you want to see the full videos of any of these videos. Guys, this is probably my least favorite segment of the night. I hate this one. It stresses me out. I have to take extra anxiety medication doing the research for it. It's terrifying. It's horrible, guys. This segment I bring to you is called When Bats Attack.
Is that you, bro?
No. It's coming from over here, though. Almost all that's coming from this room.
Okay, I just saw a light on the wall.
Oh, shit!
Oh my god, it's a bat!
That fucker came like a foot from my
That's
face.
what I saw then!
Holy shit, dude. Oh my god.
I saw it swoop down next to your head.
Holy shit.
Okay, that don't give me a heart attack.
Dude, it went woof. You want to talk about scaring the shit?
And I got it all.
You better never air that right there, dog.
I hate that segment, but I do love the next one, guys. Guess what time it is? Remember those long, hour-long, sometimes 2-hour-long videos of your girl reading your tarot? And I'm not a tarot reader. Who wants to hear their weekly? This is going to be a generic for everybody. Let's see what the world's going to be like through the next week via tarot. Guys, this is going to be your tarot reading of the week. All right, guys. Who is, what are we all anticipating for this next week? Do you guys think it's going to be a good week or a 2020 type week or a 2021, 2022 type week? Come on. We're all over those 20s at this point, I'm sure. All right, guys. This is going to be your tarot card for the week by a non-tarot reader. Interesting. Whoop! Where did it go? Ace of Wands. You guys see it there? If my camera will focus. There is no future. That's our reading. Oh my gosh, here we go. Ace of Wands. Interesting because it's ace. It's like the first one. So this is kind of like our first week of doing this. So that's kind of interesting. If you see the clouds there, what do we think the representation of the clouds are? This is what I think is going to happen. It's like the week's going to start off in a haze. And when we say week, guys, we're talking about the beginning of the weekend through the next weekend. So we're talking Friday to next Thursday. All right? It's going to be like a haze. And eventually the sun's going to pop out, right? That's our hand giving us a wand here. Why does it look like a little mountain back here? I never really looked at these cards. So this is going to be a mountain. I'm going to interpret this as a mountain, guys. See, I don't read tarot. I don't know what these freaking cards mean. So we're going to wing it. All right? So this mountain is representative of our goal by next Thursday. And you all know we got goals. We got goals. And it seems way far, right? I think next Thursday my goal is going to be to prepare the next show. Oh, there we go. By next Wednesday. And it looks way far away. But we're going to reach it because you see that stick right there? We just take that stick and we whack it. It can reach that mountain. Right, Brad? Right, Brad?
Yes, definitely.
We're gonna reach that mountain with that wand. No, seriously, I don't know what any of these cards mean, but I do feel that the beginning of the week is gonna be a beginning of Friday, Saturday is gonna be a little hazy. We're gonna be all a little annoyed because we're gonna feel like we wasted our Friday and Saturday.
That's me most Fridays and Saturdays, kind of.
You got it. We're gonna feel like we waste our Friday, Saturday. The sun's gonna pop up. Yes. For those of you up north, I know it's going to be freezing. I live there. Okay, but there's gonna be sun. The sun's gonna be shining.
Hopefully.
Shush. Reach out. I'm reading the world right now. Okay, this is my attempt to read the world a week in advance, based off the card. Reach out, grab that stick, hit that mountain, meaning get that goal, and you'll achieve it by next week. Or take that stick and stab the person you don't like. Whatever. You heard it from your best non-tarot reader.
So I shouldn't see you within the next week so you don't hit me with a stick. Is that what I'm getting?
Sure.
Okay, good to know.
Absolutely. I do love playing with the tarot cards to see what I pull up out of it, out of my head. So
Yeah,
definitely
and
enjoyed
who
that.
knows? One week I might even pull tarot because
You might.
I'm planning on going to get a deck.
I own 2 decks. I own the original, and I own a witch one.
Mm.
A
I'm still
legend.
thinking about getting that cosmic one that I found.
Yes. Brad's gonna show up with the nudie ones probably.
Ooh, I need to see if I can find those.
We might have to blur the screen for YouTube and probably Facebook.
Yeah, possibly.
All right, but I do have another segment for you that Brad is actually dying to present you all. Without further ado, Bradley, the stage.
So for this week, we're going to do for the feature of the week. We're going to feature a location this week.
Oh yeah, you guys shut up a second. I gotta share my intro, guys. I made intros. Shush, you're on.
Hey, look, we had an intro. So yeah, like I said, this week we're doing a location for the feature of the week. We're doing one of my personal favorites. It helps that it's only like 45 minutes from my house. It is the Geyer Opera House. It is down here in Louisville, Indiana, which is right on US 40. It comes pretty well equipped with amenities. It does have working bathrooms. It has a kitchen. It has heat. It has air conditioning. It has fridge. You don't just get the theater. You get the lobby, which I've had crazy activity in. You get the auditorium, and you get the sound booth. You get the under the stage area, the backstage area. You get the dressing rooms. And then you also get probably one of my personal favorite areas, the prop room, which is a building that they're connected, but it's a separate doorway you have to go through. And that's where they keep all the props because this is still a working theater. So it costs roughly like $350. So it is a pay to play location. It is available almost nearly every weekend unless they have an actual play going on. You can contact me and I can put you in contact with Jeff Phillips, who's the person who leads the investigations there. You can also go to paranormalindy.com. That is Jeff's website. You can also book it through there. Yeah, I've been to the Geyer probably 15, 20 times over the years. I usually go once or twice a year. It's like I said, it's one of my favorite places. You can let me give you a little history of the place though. Back to the actual building. It was built in 1902. It was built by Dr. Oscar K. Geyer, who actually passed away in 1902. He passed away right before the building was finished. His funeral was actually held in the auditorium, from what I read. What makes it haunted? There have been deaths in the building. In 1923, there was a Remington firearms demonstration inside the building. So they were demonstrating the use of firearms to like Boy Scouts and different things. And one of the guns went off and actually shot a child who was 6 years old. His name is Newell Kafla. He was sitting in the third row of seats, and it was actually shot right in the forehead. He was rushed out of the theater, which is right there on the screen, and taken downstairs to the dry goods store, which used to be what was on the first floor before it became the lobby. and his father actually owned the building, actually owned the dry goods store. So he actually ended up dying on the first floor. It's in Louisville. Let's see. Some of the paranormal things I've had happen there. Drastic temperature changes. I know Jeff and his team have caught a photo of a black orb, which is something I'd never seen before, but the photo I've seen that Jeff has is very interesting. Lots of footsteps. The last time I was there with Clarissa, her twin Scarlett, and our friend Sky. And Scarlett went to sleep, and we were over in the prop house, and we heard like the loudest footsteps I'd ever heard at this location, coming from the lobby area where Scarlett was sleeping, and she just slept right through it. We went running over to check to make sure no one had got in. Yeah, it was super intense. The there's like doors that open and close on their own. There's the closet underneath the stairwell that if people who have extra abilities, we'll say, seem to have weird interactions in that area. And one time I was there for one of Clarissa's events. We were doing the Estes method with 2 people at a time using the same spirit box up on the stage, and they were getting the same words. They were saying the exact same words at the same time coming through the box. So that was pretty neat. I kind of wanted to do like a rating system for when we did locations. I was going to give the Geyer like a 4 out of 5. I mean, it could always be better. Every location could always be better. The one drawback to Geyer is it's in a really small town. So if you need to like run to a gas station or run to a Walmart or a restaurant, even, there's nothing close to Louisville. Knightstown is probably the closest, or you could go up to Newcastle. That's the only real drawback I have to it. There's a really cool antique store right next door. The owner's a little weird, but the antique store is pretty cool. Lots of pissed off grandmas in there. So if you walk through there with psychic abilities, you're going to feel some angry grandmas. But yeah, like I said, if you want to ever book the Geyer, contact me and I can put you in touch. It's $350, Brad. At least that's what it was the last time I was told. I don't think it's gone up because they don't try to like rape you for money like some locations, because it literally just helps keep the lights on for the theater, and then it also helps fund the shows they put on. But yeah, Geyer's probably in my top 5 favorite places.
For sure. I agree with you. I really enjoyed the Geyer. For sure. It's definitely one I want to go back to this year.
Yeah, because it's like 45 minutes from my house, and it's literally like 2 turns, like out of my driveway onto US 40 and straight out there. So it's super close to me. So
yeah, for sure. Definitely check it out if you're interested, and hit up Brad if you need to get in contact with the owner, or again, there will be links down below.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Now is our last segment. We are super excited about this. Brad is probably way more excited than I am, but
I am pretty excited for this.
This is going to be one of our other newer segments, guys. Welcome to the Paranormal Tea.
So, as everyone knows, the paranormal always has drama. No matter what, there's always.
You don't say.
Yeah, there's people who don't like me. Can you believe that? There's actually people in the paranormal who don't like me because of who I am and how I act.
It's because you don't have a long enough coat for them to all ride on, Brad.
This is true. This is true.
So this
I
is
actually
a
wanted
segment.
I actually wanted to get a coat with tails to wear to an investigation in the future. I've actually been looking into it.
So this is the segment where we get to be the people we are and show who we really are with our opinions and our ideas and laugh at those that get too invested in the drama.
Yes.
Because we ourselves typically don't post, you and I typically don't post the paradrama, right?
I try to stay out of it, but sometimes I get drawn into it.
Right. We try to stay on the sidelines, eat our popcorn, and mind our own business.
I even
Maybe
started
send private messages to each other, huh? Like, hey, dude, check this out. What the F is wrong with them, you know?
Right. I started a team called No Nonsense Paranormal just because to stay out of the drama. Because I started it with people that I knew I'd never have an issue with. We don't want to be in the drama. That's why one of my teams is No Nonsense.
Absolutely. So everybody knows that the typical drama is always the same drama. It's this location owner wants to make this location owner look bad because they're taking their business away. Or this person is a psychic medium and then they're not a psychic medium. Or they claim to be a celebrity, but the reality of it is you're not a celebrity.
Right.
I love to read people's posts sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Again,
some of the drama gets so comical to me. It's like, oh my gosh.
Emil, this is our moment. This is our moment to.
This is why we save this for the end. This is why we save this for the end, Emil.
We want you watching at least until this point when y'all get hurt.
But yeah, this was like one of the first things we decided we were going to do about this season was this segment.
And we will tell you guys, this week we did not find much paranormal tea. So we thought we'd just take this moment to explain what paranormal tea is. If you know me personally, I have been in the field publicly since 2015 on, and I have been in a part of so much drama that I didn't even know I was part of. It's crazy. Like especially, we all know the years when I was with you know who.
Beetlejuice. He's always referred to as Beetlejuice.
We can't say it out loud. We say it out loud, he appears. It's crazy. It's creepy.
It truly, and we're not making this part up. That actually happens.
It actually happens. So, guys, I literally do my show, go on my ghost hunts, work my day job, raise my family, mind my own damn business. And I get dragged into shit. Brad gets dragged into stuff because he's friends with everybody.
Well, I have a story that I got dragged into once that I don't know if you even know about. Like,
oh my god, am I a part of it?
No, it was before I even knew you. But,
okay.
I was actually being threatened by a paranormal investigator out of Florida. Like,
what?
He was like threatening my life.
Why?
Because I called him out for being fake and being abusive.
Oh.
But he was. Yeah. Like, publicly, I was doing it. So, I did get involved in that drama because I wasn't going to stand for him treating my friends the way he was treating them. He thought and I'm sure anyone who knows the asshole out of Florida will know who he is because he gets into it with everybody.
Nice.
Everybody. But yeah, he actually
threatened him.
Huh?
I need to follow him.
Yeah, I had to block him finally because it was getting so bad. But yeah, that was some of my paranormal drama.
Me his information. I'll stalk him.
Okay, that's good. And then I've had Beetlejuice friend me, unfriend me, multiple times. Even before I even knew you and him.
Mhm.
Well, before I knew you and him were together, he blocked me and unblocked me multiple times. So the lady that used to run the investigations at Fox Hollow, she was a drama stirrer. Oh my gosh. I actually got into paranormal drama with her once because when she passed away, I was like, I'm not really sad. And I made a post about it. I'm like, lots of people are saying they miss her. I'm like, she was a bitch and I didn't care.
Yep.
So I'm like,
I know that when I posted my bat situation at Indiana State Sanatorium, I'm sorry. I will say right now during tea time, that place was freaking dilapidated.
Yeah.
And there's no way that a city or a county should have allowed anybody in those buildings. Yeah, I don't care who the F Adam Kimmel is. He ain't nobody to me.
Right. And that was drama that was so bad. He was faking being one of his employees because his employee was on vacation and he was posting as her.
Right.
He even admitted to it on a different post.
Like, here's the beauty of me and my personality. I don't watch paranormal shows. I don't care who you are. I started in this field, almost 8.5 years ago, because I had a mission to figure out how mediumship works. And it grew into just wanting to know everything and discover everything. That's still my mission. And that's what people forget. Y'all get excited about followers. Y'all get excited about views. Why? I have been in the field for 8 years. And I've only mentioned followers one time.
I definitely don't do it for followers. I do it because I want to advance the science. I want to have personal experiences. If I catch stuff on, most of the time I don't even film or record anything. I'm just there. I have all the equipment, but I'm just there to have fun and investigate and have the personal experience.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And that's one reason why I take on so many private residences, because people reach out to me and we're like, hey, can you help us? And I'm like, well, yeah, I can come help you. But if I come help you, I don't want to find a ghost in your house. If I'm doing your private home, I want to find rational reasons for what's happening to you so I can put your mind at ease. Because if I find a ghost, then I have to help you try to get rid of it, which I have friends who can do that. But I know I get to leave your house and you have to live with whatever I find. So I'm like, I don't want to find a ghost if I do a private home. So
right. Absolutely. The point of a residential should always be to help the family, not to capture evidence, but to help the family.
Someone actually, it was Phil Gibson yesterday posted about using apps at private homes.
Yes.
And I'm like, don't do that. I mean, that's just asking.
Would stray them into a rabbit hole you don't want them going down. Right. I do want to point out before we end the show, Brad, I love Amel's answer. He does it to hang out with people he don't hate.
Right.
And I totally agree. This is why I don't always go to all the events, because I want to go see people I don't hate. See people I enjoy being around. And most people in the field I enjoy. I have a very, very little list of people I would personally prefer not to be in the same room as. A very little list, because
one of them even came to Para-Unity.
I am Brad knows me. I am a peacekeeper, and I will keep peace for as long as I can. But you will find out on this paranormal tea and all paranormal teas, I got opinions, and so does Brad. Whether you like it or not. So everybody, Brad, I hope you enjoyed tonight's show.
I did. It was fun. I think these are going to be awesome.
I'm looking forward to it. It is such a task to gather up all the information for you, but we are doing it for you, for ourselves, to keep up on the field and everything going on. If you have any news segments that you think we should check out, feel free to send them to me and Brad or the Unveil Paranormal page. We will definitely check out any of the content you share with us, anything you see going viral, any locations you think that need highlighted, investigators, equipment, any of that stuff you think needs highlighted, we'd definitely be happy to check it out.
And we
Brad?
might be reaching out to some teams too, because we may do team features also.
Yep, we will absolutely be featuring investigators too. That is, and psychic mediums. We're not going to leave you all out.
Yes.
So be sure, everybody, to tune in next Wednesday at 8 p.m. for us to return. We greatly appreciate it. Brad, you want to tell them goodbye?
Yep. Thanks for watching, everybody, and always thanks for the love and support of our paranormal lives we lead.
We're looking forward to the series, y'all.
Yep,
Bye,
for sure.
guys.